Skigh, that's impressive. Yep, too shallow on the sandbank, but okay guys, I shot this video in 4K so I can slow it down and see exactly what happened. Watch the video and we discuss this. It's Stella exiting the St. Lucia estuary mouth, coming into the channel. The waves is big here in the Rose Bowl. That is the area in front of the estuary mouth. Today the boating is going to be extreme. Stella's got a better line there, turning around to make sure gets the gaps right, holding back in the channel. A beautiful sunrise here at St. Lucia Estuary today. Stella, it looks difficult from this side. I don't know how it looks from your side. One of the more competent skippers to exit here. To 150s on the back of a 22-foot Hellcat, the right tools for the job. But look at that big one standing up there in the back line. I mean in the mid brake as the back line. Yankee found the saddle through it. Well done. At least you can count the sets. That's one good thing. Happy hunting, enjoy the day. We post Free Spirit 1 trout fishing today. How did Walter get it? He got the bad end. Okay. Walter got it extremely bad. Walter, draai hom, kom huis toe. Turn around, come back home. 45 to the north. Hey, it's shallow here. My nerves, my chest is closing up. There you go. Still a bad end. But Walter is patient enough. Jesus. Okay. That shows that you know how to ride a boat. Right there, Walter. Now you know how to ride a boat, my friend. This wasn't the easy one. Is he gonna run into trouble now? No. Wow. 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 I'm speechless. Listen, I know that Walter can skip, but this, I've never seen him do this. Well done, Walter. Happy hunting. Enjoy the day. This one on the launch pad, Captain Skigh could steer. Is this flat gonna stay 36 seconds? The Skigh gonna get off the sandbank? This is very interesting launches here today. This is testing the skippers to the limit. Skigh gonna take this gap. Is it gonna be a gap? Doesn't look like it. He's keeping his patience. He's waiting for this big sets to wash through. It's not really a gully, it's not really a channel. We saw with Walters, with Free Spirit 1, this is Free Spirit 2, that you truly need to know how to ride a boat. There's no room for error. Zero room for an error. Skigh, that's impressive. Yep. Okay, let's analyze this quickly. Let's see why this happened. Too shallow on the sandbank. But at first I thought because of all the white foam it's very shallow, and that I have to do my narration on the fly, and I'm trying to make it interesting because it's entertainment. It's not supposed to be educational, but Skigh was clearly shaken. So I'm going to dissect this video and see how much we can get from information we can get from this. There's a lot of white foam. The vessels cavitate very, very easy in the white foam. Now I know that there's terminologies that doesn't call it cavitation, but the effect is still, it's like a car spinning on the snow or on ice or on mud or whatever, just to get everybody to understand what is happening in the white foam. There was a lot of white foam today. Now you can see every time the wave breaks, the white foamy comes. On the other side of the white foamy, there's just bubbles. So the boats cavitate a lot. Now, Skigh had a lot of these on top of each other to deal with. Let's have a look at the incident itself. Do this in slow motion. Here he goes over it. He's in white foam. There where the breaker breaks, there's white foam. So he doesn't get traction. He goes over that one. He's in white foam again, and the big one stands up on his shoulder, bringing more white foam. He climbs onto that. He's on the shoulder of the wave. He's in white foam. The next one is standing up. He's trying to turn around, but there is no traction, and he has to turn into it, and he makes it through quite all right. He should have run for the backline here, but there's no traction. Since this is in 4K, I can zoom in a lot. Hold on. I'm going to show the point where I thought I saw the motors lift, but there's no motor lift there. Hold on. Okay, now the editing equipment doesn't allow me to zoom in more. So this is what we've got. There is no motor lift there. That is a perfect executed maneuver. As he got onto the back of that wave, there was just white foam. So there's no traction, and the next one is standing up, and as the wave forms, it's sucking him towards the wave. Now what Skigh did here might have saved the day completely and didn't turn it into a disaster. He turned back into the wave. Look at that. He turned into the wave, taking on a lot of water, sitting back on the back of the wave where all the white foam is. There's no traction there. Zero, zero, zero traction. But he got through it. He's going to run more south. He's coming back. What? Still pretty much in white foam there, turning south. You still have the feeling of not having traction, and I think that's why he made the decision to turn back and come back, because the cavitation was just too much. But I don't think the cavitation was the vessel's fault. I think it's just being in the white water all the time. Why did you get yourself wet and you turn around back into the gully? On the charter one being pushed. 9 meter bend cut with 250 V6 4-stroke Suzuki's on the back, shallow off the bank here. It's flat in front of him, but it can close up very, very quickly. He still have to get off the sand before he can decide which line he's going to take. It's closing up in front of him. He has to hold back, and that is where the fun begins. Because when the boat is in back traction, it normally turns sideways in the foamies. Not that it's a problem, it just works on the captain's nerves. Makes exciting for us here on the beach. We know what the captain is going through, but not all the viewers understand exactly that wave over there was 2 meters high. Another one of 2 meters coming through, not quite 2 meters, and after that it seems that the ocean is opening up nicely for Sean Mansfield, but there's just no traction in this white water. But he's got his gap, he's got his boat on plane, it's closing up a little bit. He found the saddle, big one closing up on the back line. He's not going to outrun it, he's going to have to face it. He's slowing down for it. Oh, that was a non-event. Well done, Sean. Happy whale watching. Enjoy the trip. That's 5-star being pushed for its maiden voyage here. 6.6 meter XL Fisher series from Butcat. Motor started. Barnett is checking the sets. A lot of foam here to work through cavitation. Barnett floating nicely there on 5-star, waiting for the sets to wash through. putting this whole trust in the boat builder that manufactured the boat and fitted 2 100 4-stroke Yamahas on the back. Not bad. Ride it like you stole it. Okay. Well done, Baron. We know you're a pro, but to do that maneuver for the first time on a boat that you don't know, that is okay. That takes goons. Happy hunting, enjoy the day. Okay, that's the second trip for Advantage Charter for today. Launches here at St. Lucia Estuary mouth. A little bit more water in the channel for the boat vessel to float. I think I'm too far south. I think he's gonna turn east a lot more north, and now it's gonna be out of my zoom range, but we'll do what we can. Some beautiful woolly yellowbill stalks at the estuary mouth. There's been a couple this morning. Let's zoom in. Some nasty ones breaking on the sandbank, and the mid-break is not that friendly either. And we had some hair-raising moments this morning, and yeah, the white foam creates a lot of cavitation for the vessels. If you're not wary of that, it's like a car slipping and sliding, losing traction on snow or a muddy road. You can see that there's a lot of plankton being frothed up, the brown foam that's floating around in the ocean. That is plankton being frothed up by the wind. South wind normally froths it up like that, and that's plankton working absolutely fantastic, creating oxygen for the planet. And it looks like Sean has found his angle, he's on the power, he's running for the mid-break. There's his gap, but it closed up in front of him. He's over it, is he going to make that one? He's turned south, it's on his shoulder, is he going to outrun it? He's done it! Well done, Sean, well done. Happy while watching, enjoy the trip.
Driving the highway